Hey everyone, this is Jay from InSource Digital and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a custom GPT I've created and I want to share it with you all for free. The purpose of this GPT is that it gives honest and direct feedback on digital art and business plans. So I want to explain why this is useful and why you should use it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, imagine you've got a digital art piece or a business plan and you need a second opinion. That's where our art and business critic comes in. It's like having a knowledgeable buddy who's always there to critique your work and to help you improve. So now that we got the introduction out the way, let's go ahead and walk through how to use this AI effectively. Now, first things first, you need to be clear about what you want. Whether it's feedback on art or business strategy, lay it out. So for example, I'm going to upload some art. Now I'm going to ask it, can you give me feedback on this piece of artwork? Be sure to include ways in which it can be improved. And let's hit enter. Okay, so when it's done, it's going to give you a pretty detailed response with what it thinks first off about the image itself. And then it's going to go and list ways in which to improve that image. So if you look at this is pretty detailed, pretty involved. And you can pause it if you want to take a longer look and read exactly what it says. But for the sake of time and the sake of this video, let's keep moving. So this is our original image, and this is the critique that this GPT created for this image. So the cool thing with this bot, what we can do now is ask it this. Can you create a new prompt for generating an image that keeps the same tone and style of the image that I uploaded while incorporating the suggestions that you mentioned above. So here's our prompt. Can you create a new prompt for generating an image that keeps the same tone and style of the image that I uploaded while incorporating the suggestions that you mentioned above? This is going to tell this bot to create a brand new prompt that we can then feed to DALL-E to create a brand new image that should be better than the one that I posted. Okay, and it's done. So all of this is the prompt that it created, and that is a very detailed prompt for generating art. So I'm super curious to see what it actually generates with this. So in order to actually use this, it's quite simple. All you have to do is now go in and type create an image using this prompt, and we just hit enter. Okay, so it looks like the OpenAI servers are a bit overloaded right now. If you look at this error message that it popped back, it is unable to generate the image because the servers are going through a bit of an overload right now. So it's saying for us to try again later, but we ain't got time for that. We're going to try it again right now and we're going to see what it does. So we're going to hit this regenerate button here and let's see if it actually does it this time. All right, so third time is the charm, and this is the image that DALL-E created based off of the super detailed prompt that it gave us before. This isn't quite what I expected. I was thinking it would keep the anime style, but it's still in a cartoon illustration style, and it still looks good. I mean, some would argue it may look even better. So that's one use case for this custom chatbot. Now let's go on to the other use case. So what if you are not an artist, but you're just an entrepreneur, you're trying to start your own business and you want to get it off the ground? So we have another capability with this bot to feed it a business plan and it'll critique it, it'll offer suggestions, and it'll help you improve it. So let's take a look at an example of that. So I've copied into the chat window here just a sample business plan of someone looking to use the Turo platform to make money. Turo, if you don't know, is a platform where you can rent cars for people to rent from you and to drive. So it's kind of like a Airbnb for cars, essentially. So this business plan was pretty simple, and let's feed it into this bot and let's see if it has any advice to give us here. So what we're going to do, we're going to ask it, can you critique my business plan? And here's the response from the art and business critic. Now, if you look at this response, again, I'll scroll through it slowly in case you want to pause the video and read in more detail what its response is. But it gives you a lot of specific feedback around the purpose, clarity, financial projections and assumptions, all the way down to demographics, market research, exit strategy, and growth. And it offers insight into each one of these areas. So I found the last line here pretty interesting. To make it more robust, the chatbot gave us actionable feedback for us to then take and do something with. So I'm just curious, can you modify my plan to include some of your suggestions to make it more robust? The more detailed, the better. And now let's see what it does. Let's click enter. Okay guys, our custom GPT has just modified the business plan that I gave it, and it created this. Again, I'm going to scroll slowly, so in case you want to pause the video and read exactly what it did and what it added to each area. So now take that opportunity to do that. And that just about does it. So, I mean, and the cool thing is you can iterate off of this. For example, if you wanted to go into more detail on regulatory compliance with legal requirements, we could just copy this and we can ask it. Let's say you're in the state of Georgia. For the state of Georgia, can you help me do some research for the legal requirements? And then we're just going to copy and paste that line from above. In fact, we could probably delete this, and essentially you can just hit enter here, and it's going to search the web and it's going to attempt to do this research for you. And you can just iterate with this tool to basically solidify your business plan and get a solid foundation going for your business. So that's really all I wanted to show with this. A few things to point out: this AI respects your privacy and data security, so you can share your work without worries. I'm not collecting it. OpenAI may do something with it, but that's also the risk we all take using tools like ChatGPT. The cool part with this also is when you use the same context window, the same chat window, it learns from each interaction, so it gets better and better, giving you better insights more tailored towards you. So I hope you found this useful, educational, whether you're an artist looking to refine your next digital AI masterpiece, or if you're an entrepreneur polishing your pitch. This art and business critic custom GPT hopefully becomes your go-to AI for that. You've seen it now in action. It's your turn. I'm going to leave the link to this in the description down below so you can test it out. I would love to get feedback on this, ways in which I can improve it and just make it more useful. So please be sure to leave comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things tech as it relates to our channel. And yeah, drop your questions and experiences with the AI in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you guys use it and how it's helped you. All right, that's all I got for today. Stay tuned for the next one.